Now I'm going to show you how to invest in the S&P 500 using the Vanguard ETF, and we have $10 of buying power, but we are going to be able to do that thanks to the fractional share investing. We're going to click on search here, and now we're going to type in the Vanguard S&P 500, and it's actually going to be the very top search there in most cases when you type in Vanguard, but it's the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF under the symbol VOO. We're going to click on that, and it also shows us this is available in that 24-hour market, which is really cool. If you want to do some research on this ETF, just like before, you can scroll down and get information on it. It's pretty cool here because this will show us some different visuals here on the ETFs than you would have seen looking at the stocks. So we can see here that the index is tracked by the S&P 500. It also has 508 underlying holdings, so you have diversification built in among 500 of the largest US companies. The inception date of September 2010, and it's also a large blend, so it's a mix of large companies. You can also see what sectors are represented in this, as well as the top 10 holdings. So if you invest in VOO, 7 cents on every dollar is going into Apple. You also have a lot of money going into Amazon, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, Tesla, JP Morgan, etc. But it's really cool to see this visual breakdown here of what your money is going into and how you have this diversification built in. You can also see the average historical return here, and that can be helpful too in just gauging the benchmark. But in terms of investing in a diversified manner, this is what Warren Buffett recommends: investing in a low-fee S&P 500 index fund, or in this case, it's just an exchange-traded fund. We're going to click on the green buy button, and at this point, we have options here of buying shares, but if I wanted to buy a whole share, it's going to be $453, which I don't have in the account. But if I click here, we can actually change it to buying in dollars, and this is going to allow you to invest with dollars instead of buying whole shares. So what I can do here is put $10 at this point into the S&P 500, and I'm actually buying 0.0022036 shares of VOO. We're going to swipe up, and that is going to be received, and then just like that, the order is completed. So if I click on view order, it's going to show us that it was filled. It was February 2nd, 2024, $10, and we can see that the value was $453.84 per share at the time of purchase. Now, if we go back to VOO and scroll down, you can see my position is listed here. You can see my number of shares as well as the total return and things like that. So if you wanted to continue investing over time, you could do that right here within the app, or you could also set up a recurring investment into something like the S&P 500 or other investments if you wanted to do so. And all of that would be happening right over here by clicking on the person icon and then going over to these multiple lines. Right now, I don't have any recurring investments enabled, but if you click on view recurring investments, you could create a recurring investment here to automatically invest in something like the S&P 500 ETF.